Hey folks, it's Wednesday, and that means FFG have been on point again and given us another article. So let's get into an initial impressions video of the Heralds of Hope Squadron pack. Something that we kind of had leaks about from one of the distributors had it listed. I think it was Lion Rampant when they took over. They listed it in something for order. I can't remember the exact specifics now. But Google it, you'll find it. But now we actually get to see some more details. So enough of me waffling, I'm going to throw it over. And while I do, just want to take a second to thank all of my Patreons. You guys are awesome and make me want to keep doing it. So we have two T70s. We've got the a nice green and red color scheme, which I actually really like. A orange and blue highlighted one. Pretty cool. And then we get a green Squadron A-Wing, which I actually really like. I love the deeper green on that. It looks really good. We didn't come here to look at the cover ships, so let's look at one of those pilots. Nimi Shireen, I don't know, she is a hopeful hero. Initiative 2, obviously it's a T70, we all know those stats, but while you perform an attack, if the defender's initiative is higher than yours, you may change one blank result to a focus result. I really, really like this card. Just dropping it in there as a nice low initiative, kind of helping you bulk out the squad, but with a really nice ability. It kind of means that if they just ignore this ship, and you can't kind of have it like just hanging back and just doing its own thing, and if they don't go after it, you're gonna get a more reliable 3 dice attack. Keep your focus token and go to town. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this card. And then we have Chai Thanrilla. Finale? I don't know. Threnaya. Yeah, there we go. That's the one. Tenacious Survivor. After you fully execute a maneuver, if you move through a friendly ship, you may perform an evade action. So this kind of sits pretty well with Black Squadron pilots. Drop her in, put her in the back row, move her first, and yeah, you get an evade. Awesome, nice and easy. They do talk about pairing this with the backwards tail slide, which is just some funky X-wing that it's an EPT for an X-wing that has a configuration equipped. Configurations are free, so I don't know why you wouldn't. So it's effectively X-wing only. While you boost or barrel roll, if your equipped configuration upgrade has a closed side face up, you can move through and overlap obstacles. So, after you boost or barrel roll through an obstacle, if you are not at range 0 of it, gain 1 evade token. You get to kind of nip past those obstacles to get evade tokens. It's okay, I suppose, if you're running away, kind of trying to preserve points. It could work, but I don't know that Resistance are really a faction that are going to do that. Maybe on Poe, but then you lose out on Heroic. I don't know what. I don't know when you'd need to be running away, but it's a way of getting evades onto your X-Wings, so. And it's gain an evade token, not an action. So, good, I suppose. Temin. Yeah, this goes pretty well with that tail slide thing, in that if you've got your S files closed at the start of the engagement phase, you can open them up and you get a strain, but you also get a calculate token. That's every X-Wing at range 0 to 3 of Temin. So pretty good. I like that one. This is Black 2 Temin rather than Snap. So I am actually a big fan of this one. Again, it's all gaining tokens, so you could do stuff like do your barrel rolls with them closed, get the I think it's barrel roll linked action focus. But I suppose you don't really need to do that. But anyway, regardless of all of that, you can do your boost action to get into a nice angle, give yourself a little bit of extra range, then open them up and still get a kind of modded attack with your calculate. So good. Yeah, it's positional based things which I tend to like as well. Maybe I put too much weight on them, but I do like this new Temin. Then we have integrated S foils, which we know about, but it's a box, so it's going to come with them. Yeah, we know. The new Poe Dameron, who is a resistance commander. After a friendly ship at range 0 to 2 performs an action during its activation, you can spend two of your recurring charges. If you do, that ship may perform a white action, treating it as red. So its Poe's ability stripped down to only be every other turn, but it can affect anyone at range 0 to 2. So you can use it for yourself every other turn, or you can hand it out. I think I spoke about this on the podcast already, and kind of like hinted that I thought it would probably need to be cheaper if we were doing this. Can't remember. Maybe it was a different card, but I don't know. I think if this is going to be a thing, I definitely think it needs to be cheaper than current poll because I don't know a soft coordinate. Hmm, I don't know which one I prefer. I know, but I feel like current poll is a little bit too expensive for what he does. So this one being more supportive. Yeah, I'm not sold that Poe's the way to go with resistance yet. Hopefully, people can prove me wrong. Overdrive Thrusters, T-70 X-Wings. While you perform a boost barrel roll or an slam action, you must use a template of one speed higher if able. So that means you can do some really, really funky stuff, I think. Let's scroll down to the. Yeah, there we go. There's that nice image of the Speed 2 barrel rolls you get to effectively decloak. The good thing with this is that you can pair it with something like a BB unit, where if you revealed a boy maneuver, you get to do your barrel roll free move. So there is lots of weird and wonderful things you can do with this. And I'm a big fan. Obviously, it's a must though, so you don't get those small boosts anymore. But still, big fan. I like it. R2D2, yeah. So 4 charges, and it's kind of a normal R2 astromech, but with some extra agency. So you can do during the end phase, you may spend. Okay, so end phase rather than system phase. During the end phase, you may spend 1 charge and 1 shield to remove a red token. Then, during the end phase, if you have no active shields, you may spend 2 charges to recover 1 shield and gain a depleted token. So, it can only recover your last shield, and that's worse than a normal R2, and you can use it twice. But being that you can also do other stuff, like spending shields to get rid of red tokens, opening up your dial, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think there's enough utility in R2 that he'll be good, but it obviously depends a lot on points cost here. Rebel R2 is probably better, just for the 3 shields you can recover. Generally speaking, I think it's going to be like one. It's going to be a net 0 cost card for spending 1 shield and then getting it back later, and then not having the charge left to do it again. But it can let you get that decent attack planned and that approach that you want. So yeah, I don't know. If it's more than would I put it at the same cost as an R2? I think so. I think I put it pretty similar to an R2, maybe a point more just for versatility. R6D8, another unique droid. I think they said this one is Temens. While you perform an attack, you may reroll a number of attack die up to a number of friendly ships at range 0 to 3 that have a defender in their bullseye. So, okay. If you're jousting people, get stuff lined up, you'll be fine. I'm not massively sold on having to coordinate multiple ships, but again, it's going to be on the points cost. And how tight everything else is in the list, but it's Temin's droid. If you find Temin and want to be a little bit of a fluff bunny, then put it in there. The Undersong Blaster Cannon, I do like this one. After an enemy ship executes a maneuver, you may perform this attack against it as a bonus attack. So it's a turret with a range of 1. Doesn't get a range bonus, so it's only going to be 2 attack dice all the time. Adds a rotate action so you can move it. And you get to attack target lock. You can only modify your dice by spending the target lock for its normal, its default effect. So the first round, you can get your target lock, then you can let them fly into you and get an extra attack. But yeah, I like it. Again, just being able to have that maybe on the side and fly past people, kind of interesting stuff. But probably, where would I put it against something like Snapshot? I want to say about 4 points for something like this. Like, I don't know. It's probably going to be like 6 points, isn't it? Because I think it's only worth 4, so we'll pay the bonus attack tax, and it'll be higher. Yeah, probably. Maybe if we say same as Snapshot, it's probably fine there. Then we go on to some A-Wings. So Sefton, Sefton Vanik. Vanik, it seems right. Sefton Vanik, a skillful wingmate. After you perform a boost action, you may transfer 1 evade token to a friendly ship at range 1. So this guy's initiative 5, and then I stopped reading. Okay, then we have the opposite end of the spectrum. We have initiative 1. Meryl Cobbin, a distracting daredevil. This is one of my favourites in the pack. While a friendly ship at range 0 to 2 performs a primary attack, if you are in the defender's bullseye arc, the defender rolls 1 fewer defense die. This is just the joist me A-Wing, and I love it. Just fly straight at them and hope for the best. And yeah, it's good fun. The rest of your squad gets to open up, and hopefully you don't die. But you're being a distraction and a daredevil. It's all in the subtitle. I'm a big fan. I really hope that I can fly the 4 initiative 5s and this one as a 5 A-Wing squad and just have some crazy laughs with it. Cyrilinda Javos, inquisitive journalist. I think they're in the Alphabet Squadron one. Maybe I'm wrong. Cyrilinda, I recognize the name. Maybe it's from Rise of Resistance book. After you partially execute a maneuver, you may gain 1 strain token to rotate 90 or 180 degrees. This is pretty fun. It does talk about using Snapshot in the article with her, and I actually kind of agree. You slam into someone and then go 180, they're probably going, if they're going to clear you, you're probably getting Snapshot off. So I kind of like it. And yeah, because you can do funky stuff like have your turret to a back, a Snapshot to a front, you still cover a lot of space. And yeah, I mean, it's an unmodded attack, but Snapshot's an unmodded attack anyway, so potentially get it twice. Blah, blah, blah. We saw that already. Warby Tice, Dynamic Aerialist, Initiative 4. After you defend at attack range 1, if your attacker modified its dice, you attack against 1 depleted token. I'd rather that was a strain token. I really, really would rather that was a strain token, but I'll take what you give me. I don't know. This is probably, out of all of those 3 that we've been through already, this is like, I'm the least sure of this one. The ability just seems a little bit. Well, I don't think you'd take this one over. Is it Greer? The one way after you can execute a maneuver, you can rotate your arc for free. This just doesn't compete. So sad times. One of them might be a miss. Then the sneaky card right at the end, A-Wing. Doesn't specify resistance only, just A-Wing, so Rebel A-Wings as well. After you fully execute a maneuver, you may choose one enemy ship you moved through. That ship gains 1 strain token. Then, if you are in that ship's firing arc, you gain a strain token. But if you joist people with A-Wings and then turn your turret to a back, you fly over them, give them a strain, and then you might actually damage them. You know, obviously the dream is you fly straight over someone who's already moved, clear their firing arc, give them a strain token, rotate your arc to a rear and have a focus, and then open up on them, and they die. So that is the Heralds of Hope pack. Big standout for me would be something like Starboard Slash. Like, closing on that is well done. I think it's probably the best card in the pack. Loads of interesting things you can do with that. And obviously, like, it involves maneuvers and flying and where you position your ships. And as we all know, X-Wing is a game of positioning, and it's what makes it interesting and keeps us coming back. So I'm really happy with a card like that. Another Initiative 5 A-Wing is pretty good. I'm looking forward to messing around with that because having bigger orange numbers makes you better at the game. It's a proven fact. Like, 6 Initiative 4s adds up to the highest total number, surely. I don't know. Then we have the Initiative 1. Actually, the Initiative 1 A-Wing was pretty cool. I like that. The Initiative 4 was probably a weak point. A couple of the X-Wings. Temin seems interesting. I'm looking forward to looking at the points for Paul because I just can't quit him. Those Overdrive Thrusters, I think, for the X-Wing cards, the Overdrive Thrusters are probably the most interesting to me. Especially if you combine them with one of those BB Astromechs and doing the free-move barrel roll could be really good fun. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Is there a card combination you think is better than any ones I just mentioned? Come over on the Discord and hassle me there. You can just laugh at how bad these videos are there. Also, if you would like to, become a Patreon, that's awesome as well. I do have some lack of focus acrylics in the works to give out again this year. I'm going to go a little bit smaller than if you got the initial batch, but I'm going to rework those a little bit. And make sure you leave a comment on what you're thinking about running from this pack. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you could like and subscribe to the video as well and the channel, that would be awesome. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you all on the next one.